What's going on, guys? It's Ace here with my Week 7 predictions video. Now, Week 6, I went 10-5. Broncos game as a win for me because I picked the Chargers. I didn't do it within the app, but I did pick the Chargers. So let's just go over what I did last week, and then we'll get into next week. So the Broncos fell to the Chargers. The Broncos kind of slowing down at this point in the season. The Panthers fell to the Saints, and the Panthers looked really bad. I picked that one wrong. I really thought Cam would win it for him, and Cam did nothing wrong. His team's just not very good right now. So the surprising me there. The Browns fell to the Titans. It wasn't as close as it may seem here, and the Browns really just still being the Browns. It's kind of sad to see. The Eagles fell to the Redskins. Redskins looked really good. I got to see that game here because I'm in Virginia, so I see a bunch of Redskins games whether I want to or not. And they surprised me against the Eagles. Then you had the Bengals. They're doing Bengals things against the Patriots, and the Patriots are doing Patriots things, going 5-1 right now. The Ravens did I thought they would, so I got that one wrong. The Giants ended up coming back at the end. The 49ers looked terrible. Chip Kelly needs to go back to college. The Bills looked great again. They're kind of on a roll. I'd keep an eye out for them. The Jaguars beat the Bears. I expected the Jaguars to win. I did not expect them to have to come back from down 16, but hey, they got me another win, so that's good. And then the Rams lost to the Lions. I called that one a little closer than I expected. The Dolphins beat the Steelers. If any of you guys saw that coming, you got to be lying because the Dolphins, I said it last week, they were just terrible. And the Steelers looked like they fell asleep halfway through the game. So, who knows how good or bad anybody is right now. It's kind of hard to tell. The Chiefs beat the Raiders. I expected them to. The Raiders, they're not that good of a team, even though I thought their defense was supposed to be. The Cowboys beat the Packers. The Cowboys looked great. The Packers did not look so great. Kind of saw that one coming. Maybe not how bad the Packers were, but I expected the Cowboys to be good. The Falcons fell to the Seahawks in a really controversial one. I did pick the Seahawks. Sure, both teams came out looking really strong, and they could be two top contenders in the NFC, so keep an eye out for them. My Colts, this is the part I'd rather not talk about. But yeah, we lost in overtime. We were up 23-9, and we decided to make Brock Osweiler look like a legend at the end of the game. And there you go. We lose by a field goal. I stayed up till midnight, had to work the next morning. Really kind of ruined my day. But, I don't know. I can't stretch over Indianapolis. They're just bad this year. And then last night, Cardinals beat the Jets pretty convincingly. Saw that coming. So I went 10-5. Let's get into next week, and I won't waste too much of your time with my picks, but we will check them out again next week and see how I did. Let's start here. Bears, Packers. Got to go with the Packers. They got to rebound after such a terrible performance, and they're in Lambeau. Giants at Rams. This is a kind of iffy one. The Rams quarterback looked great. Keenum, he looked great last week. I'm going with the Rams. I think they're good enough to pull out a win here. Vikings, Eagles. Might be closer than anyone expects, but I'm going with Vikings. Whoops. I'm going with Vikings. Didn't mean to do that. And then the Colts at the Titans. The Colts, man, we got to pick up a win. And I did it again. We got to pick up a win. Maybe I can learn to click on this thing right. All right, there we go. Colts got to pick up a win against the Titans. Enough said there. The Bills, they're going to roll over the Dolphins. The Dolphins are not good despite what happened last week. The Ravens against the Jets. Jets look bad. Let's go with the Ravens. The Saints and the Chiefs. Chiefs. Sorry, Saints fans. I know there's a couple of you guys that watch these that like the Saints, but still not too impressed by your team. Browns, Bengals. I think Browns might have a chance. I said it last week. If they pick up a win, it'll be against Tennessee, but we'll see what happens with that one. The Redskins at the Lions. I got to go Washington. They looked great last week. Raiders at Jaguars. It might not. I'm going with Jacksonville. I'm going to pick the oddball there. I'm going with Jacksonville. I know they're not that good, but the Bucks at the 49ers, another two bad teams. Got to go with the Bucks just because the 49ers are playing awful and they're starting Kaepernick, so you know how that goes. I'm still trying to figure out how I film it over that hair. But the San Diego Chargers versus the Atlanta Falcons. It's going to be a closer one than you might expect. I think Atlanta's going to win it. The Patriots and the Steelers. The Steelers are going to wake up for that game. They're not going to come in dead, but it's hard to go against the Patriots right now as much as I dislike them. Seahawks, Cardinals. This is another tough one. Two pretty good teams, and I'm going with Seahawks. Let's see what happens. And the Texans Broncos, I picked the Broncos to pick apart that bust Brock Osweiler. He's not good. He's not going to beat the Broncos. Go Denver. And those are my picks for Week 7. Let's see how I do next week, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.